Well, hello fellow collectors, welcome back to more of my ramblings about my insecurities as a collector. I was lying in my bed last night, flicking through the phone I said, and I was looking at something specific. A while ago, Scream Factory announced they were doing the Halloween 4Ks. I like Halloween. It's been a while since I revisited a lot of the sequels. I remember loving one. I think it's amazing. I really particularly love Season of the Witch Part 3. It's my probably favourite of the Halloween movies, just because it tickles my sensibilities. And 2, I kind of like. 4 and 5, I vaguely remember, but I got a feeling at that point it's starting to be on a slippery slope. So, they were announced. I looked at various avenues of getting them. One thing I use a lot is Amazon Canada, because sometimes it just slips by customs, and other times I can send it to a friend who would maybe send it on to me. I did ask if they would do that as well. And I looked at it when they first kind of hit the market, and I put 1 and 3 in my basket. That's the ones I wanted. And then I was like, well, 2 kind of carries on from the first one. It's okay, it's a good movie, I enjoy it. I'll throw 2 in the basket. So now I've got 1, 2, 3. That feels fine. Great, not a problem. Well, if I'm getting 1, 2 and 3, why would I not just get 4 and 5 at the same time? Makes sense. Threw them in the basket and went to check out. And to be honest, the price wasn't that high. When I did the conversion, it was roughly about £90 for all 5, which is a really good 4K price. But at the time, I didn't really have that money. I probably could have afforded 3 better than I could have 5. I dithered and I didn't bother. I went back several times again, because as a collector, you have that thought rattling around your head, going like you need, want, driving you, or I do, perpetually in the background, just in quiet moments. You should have bought that. You should have got that. It just kind of seeps in there. And as I've started to see these titles released into the wild, I have that feeling. Have I missed out? Have I missed out on something spectacular? And it starts to put this weight on you, and I'm on my phone and I'm looking to see if I could purchase them some way. I found a UK site that had them. They didn't have 1, 2, 3, and I almost bought 4 and 5. The ones I originally didn't really want, just because they're starting to go, they're starting to disappear. And then you go on eBay and just have a look, and there's some, let's be kind and say idiot on there, got each of the titles for £999 each. What? Never going to happen. But seeing that inflated price that somebody's just arbitrarily pulled from nowhere and plonked it onto something, drives that FOMO even more. And I started to feel a little bit panicky, a little bit uptight, a lot stressed, because I couldn't understand, 1, why I was looking for these so desperately, 2, why I suddenly wanted all 5, and just 3, why I was putting so much energy, why I was getting myself so uptight before I was about to go to sleep, looking for these movies, which 1 to 3 I kind of like, 3 and 1 I love. And that not getting it all of a sudden was freaking me out. It's the FOMO that gets you, it kills you. Now, there's got to be thousands of copies of this out there, and I'm sure if I could have went back in time to that £80, £90 price point, I would probably buy it if I saw it at that again. But it's that, do I need it? Do I need it? Is it movies that I need to have in my collection? I'm a horror fan, right? Does that mean that I need every horror movie in there? I would like to revisit 4 and 5 at some point, but do I need the 4K to do that? I would love to have Season of the Witch on 4K. I would love to have the new transfer of Carpenter's Halloween. I genuinely would. But because of the machinations of being a collector, because of the wants and the needs, I somehow spiralled out of control. I don't know how I'm going to proceed with this. I wish I could be assured and steadfast in my decision to go, nope, I don't need them, I'm not going to bother. But then there's that want of 1 and 3, those movies that make me kind of itch to get the rest of them. It's one of those things that I've always struggled with as a collector. You know, I've got Die Hard 1 to 4. Well, I'm going to have to get 5. I can't stand 5, but there's this driving compulsion to pick up a complete set of things. I'm only thankful that they didn't release every Halloween movie, and this is something I would like to get better at as a collector. I've not looked today. I turned my phone off. I didn't make any rash purchases or jump in. I turned my phone off. I went to sleep. I woke up, and you know what? My family was still there. My movies were still there. The sky hadn't fallen. Nothing drastic had happened. I just didn't get something that I could watch in another version. I could watch my Blu-rays, DVDs. I just don't have the latest and new best thing. And I've got a feeling I'm not the only one out there. You know, these things are not cheap. To be fair, I probably couldn't afford it at the moment. But still, I would have extended myself into a situation that would have taken me out of my comfort zone because of that sheer panic and worked up nature I was in. So the key lesson from this is distance. You know, understanding that fear is going to hit you and dealing with it. Dealing with it. Don't panic and rush into something. Go away. Give yourself some time. Think about, what do I really, really want? What do I need in my collection? Do I need all 5 of those Halloween movies? Or would I only want them? Sometimes I look at myself and look at the decisions I've made, think about the situations that I've got myself in, worked up and annoyed about things, and I am frustrated with a lot of the decisions I make personally. But I find myself in a sort of compulsive nature of doing these things and not breaking free of these. This is something that we're going to work together to get me through this, and I love, as always, hearing your guys' opinions. Now, disregard whether you like the Halloween movies or not, and just think of it more as a want and need situation. You know, if it was something that you kind of half wanted, would you extend yourself and get it? I'd love to know your opinions. I love reading your opinions on these kind of topics. I know you guys are super insightful. Some of you have managed to break free of the shackles of the crazy collector, which I am still struggling with. But let me know in the comment box your thoughts about those. And of course, there's other videos up here if you want to check them out. There is the membership program and the Patreon program, where if you want to financially support me, all money that I get from those are going towards a new camera setup. My current camera is 10 years old and it needs upgraded soon. So yeah, I've got that option. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Man v Film.